What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. I'm on my way out for a workout right now. I'm about 10 minutes in and I'm gonna go up over this half-hour climb at a decent pace. I want to get thoroughly warmed up. Then I'm gonna drop down a quick 5-minute descent and do some hill repeats a little above threshold power. And it's gonna be pretty hard, but not all out. I'm trying to build strength for later. So I'm not going to totally avoid doing intensity during the winter like some people seem to advocate for, but I'm definitely not going to go all in on these efforts like I might if I was trying to get into peak shape. So in my mind right now, I'm like doing workouts to set myself up to do those peak workouts in a few months so that hopefully I can do some really great efforts later in the spring or early summer. I'm gonna do some hill repeats on this climb, which is pretty steady. It starts off a little shallow and then it's a little bit steeper later up. And basically I'm gonna go a little bit above my threshold power and do like 95% effort for 4 or 5 repeats up this climb. I'm gonna see how I feel and determine throughout the workout whether I'll do more or less intervals on the climb. But it's basically just gonna be, you know, pretty hard on the way up, cruise on the way down. It's just steep enough that I can't really pedal very much on my gravel bike on the way down, so it's going to be basically total rest for a couple of minutes coming down. And I'm just trying to work on increasing my high-end aerobic fitness, and I just wanted to highlight a few, you know, key things that were on my mind in the context of this channel and my training and my ideas about training. So specifically, I'm going like pretty hard. It's only February, but it's not an all-out workout. And there's a big difference between going all out and just doing like 90 or 95% effort. And there's a big difference between doing a couple of hard workouts each week and just doing a lot of general endurance riding and maybe some strength work or something like that. Some people seem to be advocates of just doing a lot of mileage and a lot of easy training. And you know, that's great. That should be the bulk of your training. But if you don't do some high-end work, you're really going to be missing out on a lot of fitness gains. Likewise, you don't want to be doing peak workouts throughout the year. That can help you if you're in the last couple of months before you're trying to reach some sort of peak shape. But if you're 3 or 4 or 6 months out, you want to be doing good workouts, but you don't want to be going all out. You don't want to be finishing your workouts completely empty without having anything left in the tank. So today I'm going to try to go hard, but I'm going to leave at least 20 watts on the table. So if I like really was trying to murder myself, I would be able to do more power. And I don't know, that's about it. Brought a couple bottles, I brought a few gels, and over the course of a couple hours, I'm not gonna really like run out of glycogen, but it is nice to be able to replenish some of your blood glucose by taking a little bit of carbs when you're doing these hard workouts. So just keep that in mind. It's cool enough that I'm not concerned about hydration so much because I'll be sweating, but it won't be extreme. But if it was hot out, I would definitely be sure to have, you know, some bottles with electrolyte and not just water. And I would be sure to have a place where I could refill if my ride was more than a couple hours. Okay, so I'm about to roll out for the first interval. And, you know, I don't know, I'm like a little bit nervous. Like as I'm about to start, I always question whether or not I'll be able to really do my very best effort or get the most out of my workouts. Because I'm like, you know, really motivated to try to get the most out of myself. And I think that, I'm sure a lot of athletes are that way, but I think it's good to not overhype the work that you're gonna do and just remind yourself, like if you're well recovered and you're able to do a good workout, just go in, put the effort in, and don't stress about a few seconds or a few watts or a few beats per minute on your heart rate. Just go out, do your best effort, try to be open to learning to see if there's ways that you could do the workout better in the future. But as long as you're putting in hard work in training and you're getting good recovery with rest days and easy days, you'll be able to, you know, drive your fitness forward. And you can always derive confidence knowing that good training and good recovery always will help get fitness out of get the most fitness out of your body that you can. But anyway, I'm about to start and should be good. Happy with that. That was 8 minutes up and 4 minutes down. I'm gonna just flip my camera around and go up for a second time and shoot for 3 more or 4 more if I can maintain power and pace. And it's kind of windy today and I'm on my gravel bike, which is way slower, so it's hard to gauge my time on the climb compared to when I'm on my road bike. But that's fine because I'm just going by power and effort and to a lesser extent heart rate. It's kind of cool out and I can tell that my heart rate is not especially responsive today, so it's not getting like super high. It takes a few minutes to get up, and on that first one, because it is cold out, or not cold, but it's like kind of cool out, I felt like my legs weren't really like, I don't know, they weren't totally open at the start and they weren't totally feeling the effort like they would if it was just a little bit warmer. So I'm just, you know, feeling it out, doing the best workout that I can and trying not to overthink it too much. Okay, second effort, a few seconds slower than the first, a little bit harder as expected. Probably went out a little bit hard on the first one, but that's fine. You can always adjust later. And obviously if I do the same workout again in the near future and I have fundamentally the same fitness level, I'll just know to, you know, go out just a little bit easier. But of course, you know, over the course of the workout, I'm gonna get in the right kind of stress that I'm shooting for, regardless of whether I pace it perfectly or it's a few seconds off or a few watts off. 2 more efforts, maybe 3. If I can nail the 4th one, I'll go for a 5th one. Just after this last one, I had a gel to help set me up for the last couple of efforts, and mostly we'll just drink the rest of the time and maybe have a gel on my way home because I'll have a half an hour riding after the last effort. We'll see how I feel, but the biggest thing is just getting in the efforts and then getting a good recovery meal in right afterwards. So I just did my 4th effort, and the 2nd and the 4th one were a little bit faster than the 1st and the 3rd one. So I'm pretty sure the wind is playing a real significant factor in the timing on the climb, but that's okay because I'm just going hard and doing my best effort to execute the workout the way that I want to. And I'm really not sure I'll be able to do a 5th one with the same quality that I'm shooting for, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it, partly because I wanna make sure I get a great workout, and also partly because I wanna get the feedback of seeing how my body feels when I'm doing these hard efforts. And it'll be good feedback. It's gonna be both increasing my cognitive awareness of how I'm gonna feel and what kind of power I can do and what kind of intensity I can do, And it's also going to be good kind of proprioceptive feedback, so that I have like more somatic awareness, or like awareness of like how things feel in my body and what I'm capable of doing. This workout is definitely turning out to be a little bit tougher, or like a little more intense than I kind of had in mind when I was going out, but I don't know. I mean, that's how it is sometimes, because like I just wanted to get a good workout and I was excited to put in some good efforts. So I'm probably going, you know, definitely harder than I had in mind, but that's fine. I'll just make sure I recover well afterwards and it'll be great.